I mean, I don't know, I would stay here. This might be another one of those spots that is actually nicer than we imagined. Why are we up at the crack of dawn?
We're on a mission to get to an oasis.
We're stopping in a little town that we were calling Ojai, but we think might actually be called Ojai.
Ojai.
Ojai? But anyways, we're gonna check out a farmer's market there.
Oh wow, that's really good grapefruit.
Try it first.
It's so like reddish. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, we're getting some of those too. Yeah.
We've just arrived at the Lake Cahuilla campground, and Mel just backed in the trailer perfectly on the first try. Look at that.
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, so we came from the coast, now we're in the desert. It's very, very dry.
And warmer actually too.
Yeah, it's nice and warm, nice and dry.
73 degrees here right now.
Absolutely beautiful. This might be another one of those spots that is actually nicer than we imagined. Beautiful view, a little oasis in the middle of the desert.
All right, we're just here at the south entrance of Joshua Tree National Park, and there's some BLM land right here, so we're just scoping that out to see if we can get some free camping in here.
We figured we would scout it out before we actually trucked the trailer all the way up here. And I would say it looks great. It looks very safe and friendly, full LTE signal. I mean, I don't know, I would stay here.
It seems like it's a pretty popular spot. It seems fairly accessible. There's a few bumps in the road, a little bit of washboard. It's obviously not paved, but
not the worst road we've had the trailer on.
There's some pretty big units out here. If they can make it, then we can make it. It's a little bit breezier here, and around some of these bushes, I keep seeing these little holes in the ground. I'm not sure what lives in them. I'm hoping it's not snakes, but I don't know, maybe tarantulas? I don't know. What do they have here? I guess we'll find out if we stay long enough. So we're gonna keep this pinned on our map, come back in a few days. All right, we're here checking out the Salton Sea. There's the sea, and it's about 230 some odd feet below sea level. It looks like we're on a beach. It's not really a beach, it's kind of crunchy. There's like a mix of, I guess, salts and shells and I guess some sand.
Well, we arrived just at the right time, just when a bunch of people went up paramotoring. Doesn't that look fun? That is definitely something I want to try sometime.
So what's the deal with the Salton Sea? Well, in 1905, the Colorado River breached its banks and the dam, actually, that was holding it back. And for 18 months, while it was awaiting repair, the Salton Sea formed. Now, there aren't any sources of water to feed this lake, and it doesn't actually empty out into anything. And so over the years, it's just slowly started to dry up. Now, at first, though, this whole area, Salton City, where we are, was actually becoming a booming resort community. With the heat and without any water feeding it, algae blooms have started to happen, which have been creating a toxic environment. So all of the fish have been dying off, and because all the fish are dying off, all of the birds who used to come here are slowly starting to leave. So here it is, and as it's evaporating away, it's also concentrating a bit of a smell. We're here in the winter, it doesn't smell too bad, but we have heard that in the summer, pretty stinky here.
So you can boondock in this area for free, but I think we're gonna head up to Joshua Tree instead. A neighbor at the campground noticed that one of our headlights were out, so we're here at an AutoZone with a replacement.
So reach for the bulb and turn it counterclockwise.
Easier said than done. Oh, there it's coming. There we go. They don't really give you a lot of room to work in here. Okay, I got one side. Oh, I got the other side. Look at that. Put the new one on.
The new one.
Click.
Will I I see it coming in. Oh, maybe. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's good now. Now that that's done, we can go and hang out at our campsite.
So we are yet another place that we like so much, we're gonna stay longer than we originally thought. Lake Cahuilla. It's so calm and quiet and beautiful. Why are we up at the crack of dawn? I don't know.
To climb a mountain, of course. That one, right there. Or maybe it's that one? I don't know. We'll see.
It's kind of chilly in the morning in the desert, but I'll bet it'll warm up quick. Warning, danger.
I don't know what kind of dangers we could be facing, but hopefully nothing too serious. Feet over here. It's cold, cold, cold. And then all of a sudden we hit like a wall of heat, but coming from the ground. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's like all these rocks around us have retained the heat from yesterday.
Now I gotta figure out what to do with my vest. We have just reached the top of the very first little ridge, and we have a beautiful view of a golf course.
This is meticulously manicured, beautiful green grass in the middle of this desert valley. Like, who thought to do this? It's crazy. And there's a little horse sculpture with no plaque or explanation.
It seems we're not going over the mountain. We're going through the valley. A bit quicker, actually. We can go at a faster pace. So now we're on a mission to get to an oasis. Made it to the oasis, and they have picnic tables, some palms. Yeah, there's water.
Just getting ready for our brunch after our big hike. Both nice and hungry. Benny's trying to escape his pen, and I'm cooking up some hash browns. Those are gonna be good. This is just such a nice spot. It's basically room temperature for most of the day. Goes down to a little bit chilly at night, but still nice.
We didn't have to put on the furnace.
There's no wind. There's no bugs. It's great. Penny loves it. Do you love it? I just noticed something flapping on the trailer when we were driving, and we almost lost this piece of weather stripping. Good thing we saw that. Quick, easy fix. Always something. It's laundry day again. This spot is not quite as picturesque, but it is utilitarian because we've got a big grocery store. We were able to stock up on all our provisions. I was able to clear off the solar panels. We're just organizing everything, and then we are off to the desert.
We've just picked our spot here at the BLM lands just outside the south entrance of Joshua Park. They're not traditional sites, it's primitive camping, so we've got to figure out how to level ourselves. We have just used up all of the leveling blocks we have, so now we start digging with our shovel. So for leveling blocks, we are using some pieces of wood. Here we go, we're gonna back up. Perfect. Oh, it's way better. Good thing we bought that collapsing shovel.
Well, it took a little doing, but we are now set up in the Joshua Tree BLM campground, which is totally free. Not bad, eh? The desert's a very useful place for drying your laundry. It's our first night in the desert, so we're gonna grill up some burgers. Let's go check on what Mel's doing.
Mel's inside decorating to make sure our frames are level. Okay, let's eat.
Looks good.
Okay, so we're just settling in. I go to brush my teeth. I opened the cabinet. Out flew my little pocket light. It busted open. One of the batteries went down the drain. So now I need to try and figure out how to get it out. I have to unscrew this piece. Aha! We got the battery and a little bit of gray water.
Mel saves the day.
How have I become like the plumbing expert of the family? I don't get it.
As soon as that sun came up, big, huge gusts of wind started coming through here. Table was flipped over, chairs were flying, coming out here trying to get everything. Now I've got everything organized so it's kind of sheltered by the trailer, mostly windproofed. So I don't know if these winds are gonna last all day. It's windy enough that the fan is moving on its own. So it's gotten so windy that we've actually pulled in our slide just because we're worried about possibly damaging our slide awning. So all of a sudden, it's gotten a little bit cramped in here. It's a nice, sunny, windy day here in the desert, so I think it's time to get the haircut. Here is my stylist. Could I please have the Boondockers buzz cut?
There, what do you think?
I don't know, can't see it.
All right, you're holding a camera, not a mirror.
Gonna take Benny out for some playtime.
Yeah, we'll see what he thinks. Sniffa, sniffa. And back to the trailer. Oh, come on. Where you going? Oh. Good boy.
So we've got a nice little enhancement that I haven't mentioned before. I installed this 12-volt power panel that's got USB ports on it, and that makes it a lot easier for us to run our security camera. I've got my old backup phone down here with a Wi-Fi hotspot. So this is broadcasting the live feed. We can check on it anytime. No matter where we are, I get a notification on my phone anytime there's movement. We are at a very random find here. It is the Noah Purifoy Desert Art Museum. It's all like old recycled stuff made into art.
It's so interesting to see like how this artist brought just pieces of trash and made them into these big huge installations. Yes, you can look at it and say, okay, that's a toilet and that's a that. But if you look at it as a whole, you can kind of start to see like these almost political statements happening, and gets you thinking, especially some of the pieces in particular. The water fountain one of whites and colored, I found that one really, really powerful. But yeah, there's like all kinds of really interesting pieces that I think can appeal to almost anyone.
If you do find yourself near Joshua Tree, I would say it's worth the 10-minute or so drive out here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it thought it was lower to the ground than it actually was.
Is it okay?
I'm sure it's fine.
Bring it in for a landing on the table again?
No. I think I'll do a soft landing. That's how it's supposed to land. The sun is shining bright today. We're just about to go back into Joshua Tree National Park. Stay tuned for our Joshua Tree National Park special coming out on Thursday,
where we dive deeper into the details of visiting this park.
Here at
Lake Cahuilla.
Is that how you say it?
I have no idea.
We left that at the Lake
Lake Cahuilla.
We are up at the crack of dawn.
It's 7 o'clock. Oh, don't record me singing that.
Mel's investigating the turds,
Oh, don't just share that.
trying to figure out what might have produced them.
Make sure you don't miss the next video by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.